Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the 1, 2, 3 count over here at the Critics Collective. Monday Night Raw after SummerSlam. Uh, so far, overall, the show was pretty good. Enjoyed every bit of it. It was a wild night because Adam Pearce was just giving bangers after bangers, like Sheamus always say. We'll just go ahead and jump right into it. Like the first, I would say the first part of the match where Seth Rollins entered with his crew, which is now called the Vision. Um, yeah, he goes over, how Roman Reigns and CM Punk, all the whole spiel between Roman and him. Then LA Knight, who I thought was put in the back burner, shows up out of nowhere and gets a title match. And we're gonna talk about that later, this title match. But the reason I brought this graphic up is because I thought LA Knight was in the back burner. I didn't think they were gonna use him anytime soon. But it looked like I thought they were moving away from him. But they brought him back. So it looks like it's going to be LA Knight's back in the picture as far as the feud between him and Seth Rollins, because he did talk about how when the last fight Seth Rollins had where he faked his injury was between LA Knight. So it was just crazy. And the last person to beat Seth Rollins was LA Knight. So we're going to come back around to this one. But it was very interesting that they brought him back. But overall, next segment we're gonna talk about is this fight right here, Sheamus between Rusev. I enjoyed this fight. Big man slapping meat. The funny thing about this fight is how it ended up in the backstage where they were just knocking everybody out. They were going backstage. It became a brawl. If you were backstage, you got hit. So it seemed like this feud right here is gonna go on for a while. I don't know where it's gonna end because I know it's either they're 1-for-1 because this feud ended where um it was a they were both counting out. So which is fair, Now they one of them is not it doesn't make one stronger than the other. So this feud's gonna go on for a while. Another interesting match for the night was Grayson Roller versus Zero. Yeah, that's the Penta himself. Um, this match was good. Grayson Waller showed he is a good wrestler. Maybe without Austin Theory, he's actually good. I don't know, but he showed his chops as far as this match go. I enjoyed it, and of course, the New Day showed up. Uh, and they try to take over the show, but overall, great match. They try to interfere, not really interfere, but just talk back and forth with Penta, but he ended up throwing him out the ring, killing him, and basically stealing Xavier's big ass hat, which he was wearing because he's grieving. But I like this look. I like this look with Penta. I like this look. I forgot what they called. I forgot what name they gave him, but they gave him this cool ass name as far as this look go. But I'm liking it. Uh, but overall, I was just surprised how good this match was. With Grayson Waller and Penta, it was a real good match. Grayson Waller really showed his chop. Oh yeah, Yoshimitsu. That's what they call him, Yoshimitsu. That's a cool name, Yoshimitsu Penta. Penta Yoshimitsu. But one thing about Penta, even though he's not in the title belt realm now, I'm hoping he gets his chance to get a title belt. But overall, enjoying this feud between what they're doing with Grayson Waller and the New Day. And I like the fact they still keeping Penta in the picture because I'm hoping he one day gets his shot, either Money in the Bank or gets a Intercontinental Championship or just the Intercontinental Championship. Because so many people in this roster, so many like it's too the Raw roster is stacked. But so far, Adam Pearce been keeping up like as far as match goes, just again bangers after bangers. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair's match, again, good match overall. Of course, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez did ask for their rematch, but they ended up losing. I don't know how long this feud is gonna go. So now, with the women's, I've heard there was like uh, the women tag team belt is cursed. But we'll see what these two do as far as the tag team belt goes, because they usually don't do much when it comes to the women tag team championship. I'm hoping they push a lot of other people with it, because you have these women in NXT, you have this other good team and on Raw too. Fucking what's fuck I can't I'm giving it a name. But there's a bunch of other women. T Boss, is it T Boss? Yeah, T Boss and yeah, we'll talk. When I remember, we'll talk about it. But there's a lot of good women, especially the ones in NXT where they could come up and get a chance to showcase their talent here in the main roster. So I'm hoping they do that again, like they did before with the NXT women wrestlers. So we'll see what happens with that. But I'm hoping again they don't put these belt in the back burner. Overall, again, great match. And another match that was pretty good was not Penta, Dragon Lee versus Dominik Mysterio. So with this match, it wasn't a championship match, but it was just Dominik again, just keeping this Raw going. It's just how this match ended. Because last Raw, I really thought the other El Grande Americano interfere was either, I said Ray Phoenix. I should have said Dragon Lee, because the way the match was, it looked like Dragon Lee. And I thought it was Rey Mysterio, but now I'm not sure who they are, because there's two more Grande Americano, like I guess they're like his minions or something, because the actual Grande Americano, which is played like Luke Geyser, showed up. But so who are these other two? Or they're like his I don't know, his minions or something. So we'll see what happened with that. Before we jump to the final, one segment which like I really like was Becky Lynch's segment with Bella. Oh my God, she roasted Bella. Damn. I didn't think she was gonna say it. Well, kind of Bella kind of brought it to herself, because she was talking about her husband, and she was defending her husband, and that one line where her basically talking about we are the hottest couple right now, and and she's like, you not with him and you can't see him, but everybody knew automatically she was talking about John Cena. That was cold blooded. And that was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. I'm not really the biggest Becky Lynch fan, but I'm gonna give her props for that. That was good. That was good. She's good. One thing about Becky in the mic, she's really good in the mic. Even I'm not gonna take away her ring skills either. She's really. I'm just not a big fan. That's it. That's just me. But I ain't taking away her skills or the mic skills. She's good. But and that right there is just woo. That was a burn right there. And that's gonna go down in history. Woo. I don't know how you come back from that one. But overall, great segment between Becky and Bella. Woo. That one would hurt. But one thing, before I start, over here at the Critics Collective, we support everyone and their beliefs and everything. But there's one person here, who is a diehard Tribal Chief fan, Roman Reigns fan. He's we're talking about the Dad Panther. You see, I said it right this time. He's the number one Tribal Chief fan. So we had the Seth Rollins versus LA Knight title match, and CM Punk ended up showing up, and the LA Knight got disqualified for interference. Basically, the match was good. So CM Punk, LA Knight gets taken out by the Vision, and guess who shows up? Roman Reigns shows up to save, not really save the day, just get licks back from Seth Rollins. And he does do good by himself for a while. But I'm going to raise my twos up. It's usually raise a one, but I'm going to raise my twos up. Just for you, Ron. Two. 2 times in a row, this man gets robbed. They take his shoes 2 times in a row, and he had to leave the ring shoeless. Not once, twice. 3 times a charm. I hope there's not a third time that he gets shoes stolen, because 2 times, your shoes stolen. Now this group the vision is officially solidified. If the tribal chief got robbed twice. But overall, great Monday Night Raw. Really enjoyed every bit of the show. Not one thing was out of place. Really enjoyed every bit of it. What now? There was one segment with Bayley and Lyra, where Lyra saying we're not friends, and she ruined Bayley's chance, and Bayley ruined her chance. But I feel like these two are gonna go at it again. They're definitely gonna go at it again, and it's gonna go back to the belt versus them or versus Becky Lynch. I hope that I'm not really looking forward for Bella versus Becky, but I'm still hoping Bayley gets that belt. And talk about Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. There's articles out there saying that Roman Reigns is supposed to be taking another break soon. I don't know if that's what's going to happen, or is he back indefinitely? Or is he going to go for the gold, or CM Punk going to go for the gold? But now with CM Punk, LA Knight, Roman Reigns, we're definitely going to get a triple threat. Yeah, we're getting a triple threat. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, LA Knight versus Seth Rollins, Braun Bronson, and Braun Breaker. I called it here. It's happening. It's probably going to happen at Clash of Paris. Is that all the pay-per-view right now? Who cares? Or the next Monday. But I'm sure they're going to announce it next Monday night. Triple threat match in Paris. Definitely. Naomi did have a segment, but I believe they cut it. If you go online, you'll see it, because I think the crowd in Brooklyn, they were just booing real loud. They weren't letting her talk, and I think they cut that segment. I didn't really see it in the Netflix, or I missed it myself, but I think they cut that segment. But overall, great match. Naomi did have one quick segment where inside, not out when she walked out, but before that, where, talking about how she's going to shove the La Primera's horn up her ass, and she's going to walk with a limp, which was very funny. But overall, I'm loving what Naomi is doing with her gimmick and her character. Her heels role is killing it. But it looks like most likely La Primera is going to win the belt. I think she's going to win the belt in Paris, and that's going to be the end of Naomi's championship reign. It's probably going to be. I'm hoping it's not a short. I was hoping she had a longer reign, but it looked like it's going to be short. But other than that, guys, again, thank you for joining us over here at the 1, 2, 3 count over here at the Critics Collective. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. But again, please remember, if your tribal chief gets robbed 2 times, is he really a tribal chief? We'll see you next time. Y'all have a good day.
Shit, I'ma get into it first. Until they